Siddharth, there's some big breaking news which is coming in regarding the Vaze probe, and there's a major lead that the NIA is currently looking at. The NIA investigation in the Attila probe has intensified. In fact, in the very latest that we are picking up in its bid to make Sachin Vaze and Trident Hotel link very clear, the NIA now has a major lead. The travel agency staff has been grilled by the NIA, has revealed that a businessman who runs a jewellery showroom in south of Mumbai, who's also a close aide of Sachin Vaze, had booked a room for Vaze for 100 days at Trident Hotel. And allegedly, he paid 25 lakh rupees to the travel agency for this. Well, the staff also revealed that the businessman had provided the fake Aadhaar card details for the same as well to ensure that Sachin Vaze could stay in high luxury in the 5-star Trident Hotel. So let me go across to Siddharth, who's joining us with all these details. Siddharth, you must explain to us, if a man, a businessman, a jeweler would pay 25 lakh rupees for a senior police officer's stay in a 5-star hotel, what was he getting in lieu?
Well, this is something which even agency is investigating. So it has come in the findings of NIA that a businessman, a jeweler from Zaveri Bazaar, booked room for Mr. Sachin Vaze at Trident Hotel in Nariman Point for 100 days in a year. Now, he paid 25 lakhs to that travel agency. Now, the travel agency has also recorded a statement with the federal agency, NIA. And now NIA wants to find out why this room was booked for 100 days for Mr. Sachin Vaze. Now, this is the biggest lead that NIA has got so far in the case, that an API rank officer currently working in CIU unit of Mumbai Police, what was the need to book a room in a 5-star hotel for 100 days for Mr. Vaze first.
Right.
Second, we have also broken the story, Meghna, that how Mr. Vaze entered the Trident Hotel with 5 bags full of currency. This has been found in the NIA's findings. Mr. Vaze stayed there from 16th February to 20th February in Trident Hotel, and the room was booked not on his name, but he produced the fake Aadhaar card of one Sushant Khamakar. So all these things have come in the NIA's finding. The agency is currently questioning the staff of the travel agency, and the businessman and the jeweler will also be called in for the questioning. Now, the jeweler
Siddharth
is not of a very clean image. He already has past criminal records.
In fact, I wanted to come to that. If you can shed some light on the jeweler and as to how he was in touch with a police officer from the crime branch.
Well, that's absolutely right. So this jeweler, we cannot reveal his name at this point in time because the investigation is going on. But this jeweler already has cases against him. These are the cases of economic fraud, financial fraud, and he is believed to be a close aide of Mr. Sachin Vaze. And through him only, Mr. Vaze booked 100 days at Trident Hotel. And this and that too, Meghna, one more very important point which I'm missing out is that Mr. Vaze particularly demanded luxury suite in Trident Hotel. Now you see the life of Mr. Sachin Vaze, an API rank officer. He used to drive SUVs. Those were the expensive SUVs. He had room booked on his name in Hotel Trident for 100 days. He demanded luxury suite at the Trident Hotel. 25 lakhs were paid by the jeweler. Now his financial transactions are also under the lens of the agency. So agency is at this point in time is trying to connect the dots. What was the motive of Mr. Vaze to stay at Trident Hotel? What was the need for Mr. Vaze to stay at Trident Hotel, and that to book a room for 100 days? So this is something which agency is currently probing. The jeweler will also be questioned.
So the more they look, the more questions are coming up rather than answers. Siddharth, do stay on with us. Harish Nair is also joining us. But before that, let me remind our viewers, there's another big development which is coming in, which is, of course, the related case of Parambir Singh's transfer. The Supreme Court today is going to be hearing the former Mumbai Police Commissioner Parambir Singh's plea that seeks a probe into the allegations which are being levelled against the Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh. So Parambir Singh has also urged the court to direct the CBI to probe the 2020 SIT report, which was submitted by Rashmi Shukla, which alleges that there were indeed wrongdoings as well as postings. Meanwhile, the Shiv Sena has lashed out at Parambir Singh as well as IPS officer Rashmi right after Times Now revealed the findings of the 2020 SIT report. So let me go across to our legal editor. Harish is there with us. Harish, this is going to be huge. How often do we see the Supreme Court calling for looking into the reasons behind and political reasons perhaps into the work of the Home Minister as well as the transfer of the top cop of the state by the Home Minister?
Yes, good morning, Meghna. As you rightly said, all eyes on the Supreme Court as the Parambir Singh versus Anil Deshmukh battle over the Hafta Vasuli gate will be played out in the Supreme Court today. And yes, after Parambir Singh opened a can of worms with his letter to the Chief Minister making very serious allegations of corruption, he has sought a CBI probe into each act of violation of abuse of official position by Anil Deshmukh and sought a fair and impartial probe into it. And it is expected that senior advocate Mukul Rohtgi, who will represent Parambir Singh, will say that he is up against a very powerful, very influential person who is the Home Minister of the state, and therefore there are chances of evidence being destroyed. So there has to be a CBI probe as early as possible. And coming to your question, Meghna, remember Maharashtra has withdrawn general consent for CBI to probe any case. So it requires the nod of the Supreme Court or the State High Court to take up the case. So in that view of the matter also, Parambir's petition is very, very important. And apart from that, Meghna, Parambir Singh has also sought quashing of his transfer, quashing of his shunting out of from the post of the police commissioner and removing him to Home Guard. He has said that the act is illegal because there are even Supreme Court judgments which have said that persons holding such top posts should have at least minimum 2 years tenure. And he has said that he was shunted out because he had exposed, made the allegations against against the Home Minister. And this Parambir Singh has also said that Supreme Court should restrain the Anil Deshmukh from...
Well, this is going to be very interesting. These are allegations by the top cop of the state against the Home Minister of the state. It cannot get more political or more interesting than this. Of course, it is the Supreme Court today who will be stepping in. Meanwhile, let's also remind you that the Mumbai police force has undergone a major reshuffle overnight, even as we speak, and we got you those revelations of what the IPS officer's SIT report had held in 2020 of August. There are 86 inspectors as well as senior assistant police inspectors who've been transferred by the Joint Police Commission amid probe into the Sachin Vazai case. So let me quickly go across to Siddhant, who's joining us. Siddhant, who are these people? Any specific pattern that we can see behind these transfers of 86 policemen?
Well, see, first of all, these are the out-of-the-turn transfers. There was no timing of the transfers at this point in time. But since the Vazai fiasco has broken out, and there are a lot of allegations that are on the Mumbai police for extortion, for collecting money from bar owners, from putting phones on surveillance and extorting money. So all these kinds of allegations are on Mumbai, Muli. This is perhaps the reason that the new Commissioner of Police, Mr. Himmat Nagrale, has decided to do the major reshuffling in the police department. And this is a major cleanup drive. Again, I would like to tell this to our viewers, because most of these officers, those who have been transferred, are Parambir Singh and Mr. Sachin Vazai's loyalists. Like some were the big daddies of the crime branch. And very seasoned police officers of the crime branch, they have also been moved out of the crime branch and have been sent to the local arms unit or the local police station. Now, Riazuddin Qazi, the right hand of man of Sachin Vazai at CIU, has also been moved to a local police station. He is currently under the lens of NIA. He is being questioned by the agency, and NIA is trying to find out whether he has any direct involvement in the conspiracy or not. But the fact remains, this is a major reshuffle. We've been told that in coming days, these kinds of more lists can come up, because Commissioner has given a very strict orders, very strict instructions that whatever was going on in the commissionerate, for last 1.5 years has to be stopped. New faces, clean faces have to be brought into the commissionerate, and the legacy and the name of the Mumbai Police, the good name of the Mumbai Police, has to be restored again. And this is the task which Mr. Hemant Nagrale has been given by the government, and this is the reason that this kind of reshuffling.
Okay, this is very, very interesting. They're calling it a cleanup, but is it cleanup or is it a cleanup of those who the government perceives not loyal to them? In fact, let's go across to all our guests, our panelists who are joining us. There's Rajiv Pandey, advocate as well as the spokesperson of the BJP, Shehzad Poonawalla, Times Now contributor, as well as Ravi Srivastava, a political analyst, joining us here on this show. Mr. Rajiv Pandey, if I can come to you first, the plea which is coming up in the Supreme Court today also has the background of 86 police officers overnight being shunted out, they've been transferred. And let's not forget, today early in the morning, Samna said that there is, by Parambir Singh as well as the IPS officer Shukla, that there is namak halali which was done. What really are the standards of serving and loyalty for the policemen set in Maharashtra? Service to the government or to the nation?
Meghna ji, Shiv Sena is in the habits of writing these kind of editorials in their newspaper called Samna. Let's leave that. But what the important point you have raised about the Parambir Singh's petition before the Honorable Supreme Court of India, that is based on two legs. One is that this whole investigation should be transferred to CBI. Now you just imagine if Anil Deshmukh would have resigned and the Maharashtra government have initiated a probe, then I would have thought that Honorable Supreme Court of India ought to have said that, look, because the investigation is going on, so we will not interfere. But today, Anil Deshmukh is sitting as a home minister. Maharashtra government has not taken any action. And even if they want to probe this letter or the allegation in the letter, which agency will be able to probe? Which agency of the Maharashtra can ask their home minister to join the investigation? So this is the fit case for invocation of Article 32 of Constitution of India. That is the first leg of the petition of Parambir Singh. And second leg is that how you have transferred when there is a fixed tenure of 2 years. If you think that I have committed some gross violation of rules, then you should have, Parambir Singh should have been suspended. He would have been fired. Right now, Parambir Singh is a DG of Home Guard. He is holding a top position in Maharashtra Police. No doubt he is not commissioner, but his position is Director General of Home Guards in Maharashtra. So Maharashtra government has not stated anything that Parambir Singh has done something. So I am transferring. Transfer is not punishment. It should be that suspension. And what Anil Deshmukh ji said when he was transferred, Parambir Singh is
also very interestingly, they had enough time to transfer and look into all these allegations. If it is to be believed, the SIT report was sent to the Chief Minister in August 2020. But there is another complication. Let me bring in Manasvi Thapar, also joining us, a lawyer here on the show. Manasvi, the fact that the Maharashtra as a state has already withdrawn general consent to the CBI. So what really option is there other than going to the Supreme Court? Because that's the only way they can possibly get the CBI to probe into it.
This is very interesting what is happening. The events are very interesting in terms of what is happening in the political and the police circles of the Maharashtra government and the Mumbai police more specifically. So what remains with the Supreme Court is that can they transfer this probe to the CBI, and can that order of transfer be challenged? This is the only legal point which is going to be discussed in the Supreme Court. Nothing in the political aspect is going to be discussed because this is a petition by Parambir. So Parambir, who was till yesterday the boy who was against CBI, now has become the poster boy for CBI. So this is going to be very interesting for the Supreme Court also. The character of this particular person who was completely, be it the TRP scam, be it the SSR case, he was completely against CBI. He was standing against CBI to enter into Mumbai.
In TRP scam, CBI has nothing to do.
And this guy always...
What you are talking? What CBI has to do with the TRP scam?
Quickly make your point, Manasvi. Yes, he is someone who's known to have opposed the CBI. Okay, your point made. But why should he continue to have Anil Deshmukh in place at a time when there is a probe against him, if that is the allegation?
No, he is no one to decide that. So now if Anil
Can I ask
Deshmukh
one
is not
question,
resigning,
Meghna ji, to
Shehzad,
Harshit Thakur?
if Anil Deshmukh is not
let me bring
resigning,
you in.
the
Shehzad,
other
what
option
kind
is
of a probe can there possibly be as long as Anil Deshmukh is in place? If Uddhav Thackeray is there, who's even sharing confidential reports with Anil Deshmukh? Shehzad.
Absolutely, Meghna. Manasvi and Rajiv both are very reputed lawyers, and they would know that the first principle of natural justice is that you cannot be a judge in your own cause. And therefore, if Anil Deshmukh continues to be the Home Minister, no probe worth its salt can be conducted while he is on that post. And not just Anil Deshmukh. The questions are deeper, Meghna. As Times now leads this investigation, what has Times now shown consistently to its viewers? One, that there was Parambir Singh who talks about end of February meeting between Wazir and Anil Deshmukh. That has not been answered. Mr. Sharad Pawar's claims of various dates have been busted. Megha Prasad asked some tough questions. Apart from that, forget Mr. Parambir Singh, Subodh Jaiswal and Rashmi Shukla, reputed officers. Rashmi Shukla, by the way, serves in the CRPF even today. No allegations made about these officers while they held their posts. Mr. Parambir Singh is still a DGP. No complaints till date against him. Till yesterday it was hum saath saath hai. Today it's become hum aapke hai kaun. But they have made serious allegations about transfer postings from Hafta Gate to Ghoos Gate. These questions need to be answered. The Chief Minister had this report. The Chief Minister was briefed about it.
Right.
Shouldn't questions be answered? And for these questions to be solved, shouldn't there be one resignation, at least that of the Home Minister?
Ravi Srivastava, do you see this pattern? Parambir Singh, then there is Rashmi Shukla, they speak up, they report against the Home Minister, instantly they are being shunted off, one to a non-existent post, other to Home Guards. Do you not see, for them, it is the price of namak halali, as the Ghadi calls it?
Meghna, if a DG Home Guard position is a sidelined position or an inferior position, that means there are 29 DGs across the country who are punished, who are inefficient, who are incompetent, who are doing some kind
Mr. Ravi Srivastava, it is not like the post of Mumbai Police Commissioner, he was removed. Let's accept that.
That DG Home Guards.
He was unceremoniously overnight
The issue
removed.
is, that is our case. Meghna ji, that is our case. Srivastava ji, that he was transferred.
is a
Now he has made
prerogative of the
allegation.
government, which they can always do. And on Rashmi Shukla's report, I want to tell you why the lady was keeping silent for last 7 months. What was she doing? She was a commissioner of inquiry. She found so
In
much
all
of
fairness,
lapses.
that lady
She found so
submitted
much of
her report to the
irregularities.
DG
Very
She
sad.
could have
and
gone
she
to
has done
very
everything
Haryana
as per
and
the
arrested
law.
people.
When it comes
She
to
was competent for
Parambir,
that.
he's gone to the Supreme Court. None of these reek of illegalities. Overnight, he was transferred. Anil Deshmukh himself said that this is not a regular transfer. This is something that the Home Minister himself had said on cameras, which is why let's not debate whether or not it was a regular transfer. It clearly was not.